Hey everybody, welcome back to Z Frequency. I'm Andy Z. This is my second time recording this because just lucky. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is people that experience sleep paralysis. Sorry, let me get centered here. Sorry. People that experience sleep paralysis. I don't know if this is real or authentic, but I know that this is how it works. So let me just play this really quick. Oh, and I took. Okay. So, and that's what those of you that experience sleep paralysis, I personally have not, but that's kind of what happens. And I'll tell you what I think a lot of this is. The dark side has an army. So, those sovereign states, the Vatican, London, Washington, D.C., they're sovereign nations on their own. They have their own war. They have their own, army. So these people are trained in dark magic. And that's what usually sleep paralysis is. They're looshing you. So the best thing I can say to do is to shield. I can't say it enough. Shield, everybody. And also maybe put some like protected stones around your bed, maybe some salt. And hopefully that will kind of help a little bit. But that's what I think it is. I think. So, yeah, I just thought, even if that's not a real video, that's pretty accurate to how things work. So that's that. So the next one I wanted to show you is someone that, well, I'll just read it instead of blathering on like I tend to do. So this is a girl named Nikki Noel. I've never seen her before. I didn't follow her. I don't know who she is, but this is, I think, very accurate for a lot of the people that we see out there today. Like many of those, sorry guys, I'm real off today, kind of. Like many of these remote viewers claiming to be connected to the Galactic Federation, I was also groomed by the deep state to spread disinfo, but I finally woke up and was no longer a controlled asset. After 10 years of sobriety, I finally realized I was being used to spread disinfo and shut my mouth. I'd rather have no followers and tell the truth about my experiences versus having millions while spreading their BS. My posts went from millions of views to hundreds when I stopped spreading their narrative and started discussing the MK Ultra connection to the UFO phenom. Be careful who you believe in the UFO community. There are endless psyops out there meant to distract and confuse you. These people are easy to control and were given followers to spread disinfo the same way I once was. Many don't realize they're being used to psyop their audience, but many do and embrace the grift. And I think that's very true. There are, I think a lot of these galactic influencers out there are psyops. They may not know it. And Katie always says the best assets of the deep state don't know that they're assets. So that's the scary part, is that you have to really train your discernment. And if something doesn't feel right, it's not right. You just have to trust yourself. You don't need confirmation from anybody else. Listen to your own. Go here, and listen to yourself and trust yourself, because we all have this inside of us. We've been programmed that we don't, but we do. So you, again, are your own savior. Stop listening to these people. Go inside and figure out what it is. And there's very, very few people that I trust and watch. Very few. And I've talked about them on here. So, you have to really vet everybody that you're taking in, and your attention is consent. So I can't stress that enough either. Your attention is consent. So that's that. Now, the next thing, and again, we kind of know where I stand on this whole ET disclosure. Of course, I think it's exciting. I wish they weren't doing this to be a distraction, but so I'm going to play the Fox News, which I never in a million years thought I'd see. It's been a long time, and I know it's been a long time for a lot of you, to see Fox News talking about ET species in a real way was really exciting. However, we also have to remain focused on what our goal is. So let me play this because it's still exciting, and it's going to wake some of these people up that need to see this on the news. I know those of you that probably watch me are way past this, but again, we have a lot of people that trust the news. So seeing this on the news is a big deal for these people, and they're starting to kind of come around. So we have pros and cons with everything. This is a pro to me. So let me play it real quick.
The Pentagon released the UFO files a few weeks back, and we just found out over 1 billion people have visited the site. 1 billion. It's got to be a record. The War Department says more files will be released soon. UFO experts and top researchers have been investigating aliens for years. Their sources say dozens of crashed UFOs have been recovered, and what they found inside, shocking.
And do people think that there's one type of non-human intelligence that's visiting the Earth, or is there many, many types?
People who have been involved in recoveries have said
there are at least 4 types, 4 separate types. Now, I have not had direct access to that, but I believe the people who I talk to.
4 different types of life.
4 different types of life.
4 different species of aliens. Another scientist called them Greys, Nordics, Insectoids, and Reptilians. All of them have 2 arms and 2 legs, just like us. Experts speculate the reptilians are scaly with long tails, like a lizard. Insectoids look like a praying mantis. The Greys look like your classic movie alien, and the Nordics look like a regular Swedish guy, but 7 feet tall. We haven't seen the evidence, but Pete Hegseth says more evidence is coming, and there are a lot of believers in Congress.
I have seen evidence in a skiff that leads me to believe there are things we cannot explain, and I have observed things that are of non-human origin and creation. That's my opinion.
Releasing the files isn't easy. They've been hidden for years, and a lot of people want to keep it that way.
The problem we have right now is the deep state's fighting the president on release, and he kept his word, and I suspect some of our not so friendly comrades in some of our alphabet agencies are slow walking a lot of the information. It's about power, it's about control, and that's kind of what runs Washington.
So why is our own government fighting so hard to keep these secret? Well, 12 scientists have either gone missing or died. Now, we don't know if that's related, but people are scared to talk.
One I thought was going to do an interview, and then a couple days before sent me a message saying, after further consideration and long talks with my wife, I decided I'd be forfeiting my life if I participated in your interview. And I thought that was like very unsettling message to get, obviously, but also very specific word choice, you know, forfeiting my life.
Okay. And, you know, I don't watch the news. I don't watch Fox or CNN. I'm not affiliated with either one of those. It's just, I saw this on my buddy Cab, my computer buddy Cab's feed, and he's got commentary because, of course, he's the only one that knows anything. So let's add this to the stage. So this is his opinion on all of it. It's time to clear this up again. Gray, reptilian, Nordic mantid. Hal Putoff, believed to be a UFO expert, says that 4 ET races have crashed on Earth. This was repeated by Representative Burleson and spread throughout the UFO community. Now it's on Fox News. It's so misleading they could have picked any 4 ETs at random. The inclusion of these specific names leads me to believe this is either a hoax on the researchers or a psyop to the public. Gray. Gray is a physical description, not race. There are multiple groups that could fit this description. Zetas, who abducted humans, don't crash, but other similar-looking, less advanced races have. Zep/Roswell. So right now he's saying he's the one, he's the expert, don't listen to anybody else. And none of these crash. It's so ridiculous to me. Reptilian. Multiple reptilian races have been to Earth. They are advanced and don't crash. On Earth, negative reptilians are now confined to the astral plane without technology. That's not true. That's not true. I have physically seen somebody's eyes, 2 people's eyes change myself. So that's not true. I'm not saying be scared. I'm saying be cautious and be aware and keep your head on a swivel. Nordic. Nordic is a word used to make Pleiadians seem like humans. Pleiadian Elohim are godlike to humans and don't crash. Most UFOs are Pleiadian. Pleiadians are human height, not 7 feet tall, as repeated. Oh, sorry. Now I need to go back because I talk too much, as we know. So let me move this back a little bit here. Okay, then mantids, primitive mantids live on our moon. Oh, I'm sorry, live on our moon. They don't fly crafts to Earth. Insectoids and reptilians are the most likely races to be used in internet psyops because of their appearance. At least with this information being pushed, let me scoot this forward a little bit, hopefully. There we go. And I went down a little bit to see all these crazy people that don't have real pictures that are obviously not real. So yeah, look at all these people that Lahio, Kawika. If scientists have gone missing, I feel it's time for people like us to insert ourselves. Indeed, the time has come. These people are not people, number one, but if they are real people, they're brainwashed, completely brainwashed. There's a lot of AI bots on there just saying, Kev, you're so right. Only you have the right information. It's like, it's insane. It's really so insane. And I know for a fact, that the races that are here to help us do not want to be involved like this. They just don't. So when he's saying that the Pleiadians are more like gods and blah, 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 that's a race or a worship. He's trying to trigger your worship gene. It's ridiculous. So if anybody out there listens to him, I really urge caution because he's AI. That this is an AI program. And it's got not a million, but lots of followers. Lots of followers. Bitsy also is one of the followers. It seems like she'll follow anybody and attack them. Okay, so this was something. Enough of all the BS. This was something that I saw that whenever I see people locking down and going into the real point of everything, I want to just take one a day and put it up here. So this girl said they eating kids, and y'all still talking about voting. And then she put, for those that need it, and those are all the Epstein files. And that is exactly right. We, as much as I have been wanting this ET disclosure, just like everybody else here, they're doing this to distract you. They don't want us to rise up and say, quit eating our fucking kids. It's really, we're so beyond. Every minute this goes on, every minute they're not held accountable, more kids get hurt. This is where we are. This is where we are. And if we cannot unite, I've said this since the beginning, since I've thought this forever. If we cannot unite over protecting the children, maybe this is not a race worth saving, to be really honest with you. Maybe it's worth just being done, because we're in so much entropy that people are seeing the truth and they're not believing it. They're being told straight to their faces, kids have been eaten, and they don't believe it. I had some guy on X today when I said kids are being raped and eaten. That's, at the end of the day, that's what it is. So sorry. And he said, hold on one second. Bitsy, stop it. And he said to me, no one's been eaten. And I said, go look at the Epstein files. This, I know it seems impossible because normal people would never think that this is possible. Nobody's capable of that, but they're Luciferians. They're very capable and they do it. This is real. Go look at the Epstein files for yourself. And then he said, it's just beef jerky, and I went off. It is not beef jerky. This is not something to joke about. It is. There's children that have never seen the light of day that are being used for rituals. They're being raped and they're being eaten. I hate to be that crass, but that's what it is. That's what it is. We all need to get real. Every day these people don't get punished is another day that more kids are being hurt. It's not okay. It is not okay. And we need to figure out a way to stop it. That's the end of it. And I'm going to put this up one more time. I know I've shown this last time, but I'm going to keep saying this. You're not mad enough. They ate the babies. They raped the toddlers. They trafficked preteens. And they are the current world leaders. Wake up from your ignorance and care. This is where we are. This is the reality. We need to wake the fuck up. It is not okay. And anybody that just doesn't take the time to look through those Epstein files and pull out the meaning of what's going on, it's inexcusable. It's inexcusable if you think that we're allowing this. We are allowing this. They put this in our face. They've put this in our face. It's now on us. We have to stop this. And I'm so torn because I'm so happy about this this disclosure part. Are we going to get the full thing? No, but it's going to help wake some people up, and I'm hoping that some of these people will see that there's ETs and they're going to think, oh, maybe all the rest of this is also true. Yes, it is, but this isn't the point. We're missing the point. They've put the abuse that they put on children has karmically been put to us because they've shown us what they're doing, and we're doing nothing about it. We are doing nothing about it. Nobody has gone to jail for this. We need to stand up and take these people out from power. End of story. And any day that goes by that you're not doing something to move that forward is a wasted day. So, and I don't want to sound like I'm coming down on everybody because I know it's not you guys, but we have to take accountability for this because they've shown us. So now we're accountable. They've shown us what they're doing. So now we're accountable. That's consent. They've shown us what we're doing. That's consent. If we see it, if they've told us, then it's put on us. That means that we did it. And so now we're responsible for it. So it's time to really wake up. And if we can't do this, then I would say flush it. Flush the whole thing. There's no point. If we can't unify over keeping kids safe, there is no point. There's no point in being here. So, sorry for the emotional one. They've been messing with me today. This is the second time recording it because my video just started going out completely. So hopefully this one you can see. And I hope that I want all of you to stay strong, stay sovereign. We do not consent to this. We do not consent to their behavior being put on us. And that's the end of the story. They're showing us, and that's implied consent. We have to remember that. It's such an important thing. So sorry about the tirade, but I appreciate all of you. I love all of you. Stay strong out there, and remember, you're a sovereign being. We do not agree to any of this stupid shit that they're distracting us from. They're distracting us from them being accountable, and they need to be held for justice. And that's the end of the story. So thanks again. I will be on hopefully soon. I know it was kind of a longer one today. I'll just be, I basically have to have a procedure in a few weeks for my back is basically what it is. So sitting here and recording is not always the easiest, but you know, I do what I can. So, and if I missed some comments or some emails, I'm sorry. It's because the time that I sit here is not, a lot of times I have to get up and move around and come back. So that's not great for recording, but so I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. I love all of you. Send your love out. Remember to visualize the future that you want, and let's take these fuckers down. I'm done.